house where we posted every Friday. See them corn emojis, then you know when wild. Jaded Gemini till the day I die. And I'ma talk my shit, but I don't play both sides. So
Stop the bullying.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be doing that.
No, for real. Before we get the intro, don't do that, bruh.
It's pretty frowned upon. I don't got the hotline number.
But don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's not cute. Adults bully too.
Put the hotline in the chat. No.
Nah, dead ass adults. Adults bully as well.
Call that number.
And today is a good example of that. There is a video that has gone so viral. I'm sure you guys have seen it. People have had tons of different reactions to it. But
I have not seen it yet.
It's basically this girl was trying to take a selfie. You know how when you take a selfie, sometimes you'll make a video and then screenshot the best pictures from it?
Yeah.
And in the background, she noticed there was some people being not so nice.
They're being hecklers.
Yeah, and it went viral.
Was she recording it or was it like a live photo and she just played it back? Because if it's a live photo, that would be hilarious.
No, she was recording. It wasn't a live photo. She was recording a video and she was going to screenshot pictures.
Could you imagine that though? Like if you never even would have known unless you had that feature on and you pressed it and held it and you just see somebody and heard somebody being facetious in the background.
Like what the heck?
That would be funny. Bullying's not funny, but I'm not even gonna lie.
No, like if you saw it in future tense,
yeah,
I feel
like technology be funny.
I feel like she would have preferred to have like in the moment took her photo, felt good about herself, and then went home and saw them being a-holes instead of hearing them in the moment.
Early 90s though, so bullying was very prevalent in my domain, boy.
Same.
Oh my God.
I don't know when she was born now, but same. But here, it has music, so.
Watch my confidence disappear after these random girls make fun
Not
of
your
me for
confidence
taking pics.
disappeared.
Okay, feeling my Spice vibes.
Your Ice Spice or your Spice Girl?
Do you see this girl?
Or your Spice Latte? She flicking the bird. She said she's the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird.
Vibes.
Bruh. How did you not see that though? I would have turned around and be like, hey, why are you doing that, bruh?
It looks like the video is cropped, so I feel like it was like a wider angle.
I feel that.
And they were just in the cut, and then they're like, hey, yo.
Or maybe you know how when you in the moment, you really just be doing you.
Yeah.
You don't really be focused on everybody
else.
Like
I
can see that.
Adjusting herself.
Was this necessary?
Nah.
Criminally offensive side-eye. Starts recording me.
All right, now you took it way too far now.
This was the part where I was like, okay, there's no way you can mistake that you were being mean. Like, watch this.
Starts recording me.
Because I'm not even going to lie to you, Naj. There's a certain element where, all right, let me rewind it. Remember when we were on the plane and this dude was like, I could clearly see this dude was like on some, he was a certain type of person that didn't like being recorded. I could tell. Mm-hmm. And we record things and we purposely do not put people in the shot, especially if it's like super close proximity and it's not like something where it's static, you know, if it's a steady shot, boom. So I could see why somebody would get upset if you're just in the background. Cause like, all right, bro, I didn't say I wanted to be recorded, but then again, people always take videos and pictures of themselves at ball games.
They do, but I'm not gonna lie to you, cause I see some of y'all, what some of y'all in the chat are saying. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like it was genuine up until this point. Hold on.
Telling her bestie it.
She is
I
doing
can confidence
too much.
disappear after these
Hold
random
on,
girls
show y'all
make
when
fun
I think
of me
it
for
got
taking pics.
a little bit contrived.
Okay, feeling my Spice vibes.
Okay, I feel like this was natural. This was natural.
Was this necessary?
And then look, she was like, okay, thank you, right? And he turned it off. And I feel like she looked back at it and was like, Were those girls doing what I think they were doing? Oh, record me a little bit more. And then they really went off. And I feel like that's why it feels a little bit contrived, because it was a trap. I think it was a trap. I think she wanted that. I think she wanted.
And they bit the bait.
And they took the
Wait,
bait.
They bit the bait like a 500-pound
Starts recording me.
drum. That's what. Okay, but you recording her though. That's where I'm like, bro, you pushing it. Because if you would have got the wrong
Telling her
person and did that,
bestie
bro,
it.
you
I
might
can
have got a
literally hear the
$20
whole
beer thrown
convo.
on you, dog.
Right.
Out the gate, yo. Even cuz, like,
was in
man, I
Texas.
don't want beer thrown on me or nachos, bro. You gotta chill.
Yeah, this is in Texas, bro.
Ooh, you know they got metal detectors, bro.
Mm.
I don't think people got their
Realizing
six
they are
shooters in
talking
there.
about me,
Girl, you been knew
Yeah,
they was talking
please.
about you.
feeling super self-conscious.
Like a super.
I wanted
World
to
Series
cry.
ring?
Bruh.
How would
Yeah.
you feel if somebody did that, Nadja? What would
Honestly,
you do?
I would feel like annoyed and tried, and I would say something.
Would you walk up on them? Did you hit them with the nachos?
I would be like, bruh, nobody is recording you, bitch. Like, chill. Like, what the fuck? Like, bruh.
At the very
would've
least,
been
I could
it.
see why you would be like, I mean, dude, you could have just been like, hey, can you not film me? Like, the bird was okay. The
Bruh.
bird was funny. But all the lame and all
Bruh.
that extraness and
Bruh.
you taking out your phone and you talking to your friend, like, what did this person just taking a picture? Do you know how people be like, oh, you just hate them because they pretty?
Bruh, they all look the same. They all look related. That's the funny
I
thing.
know,
All
but you
three
know
of
how
them
some
look the
people do
same.
have low self-esteem. So when they see somebody where she might have heard her dude like, oh, she look nice, and she been just hating because of that. We don't know what was going on in her little noggin.
But it's just interesting to me to see YouTubers
Hateful.
and TikTokers and stuff responding to this and grilling the girl who felt uncomfortable being on some, oh, you're narcissistic, taking videos of yourself in public. You probably only got like 200 followers, like all this shit, right?
The phone has
And it's
a video
like, bro,
camera.
are y'all not the same people? Because we're YouTubers, we're content creators, right? Do we not go out and go on a leap of faith and record ourselves and be out in public recording ourselves? Like,
Yeah, for sure. I couldn't.
you get what I'm
Nobody's
saying?
ever done that to me in a
Like,
vlog. I couldn't even
bruh,
imagine that somebody
have
was
been,
just like,
you just said we were on the plane and a dude was giving I don't want to be recorded. We purposely did not record him.
yeah.
I'll
that's a
go
fact.
out certain places with my friend and let them know, like, bro, I'm not recording, because they know what my job is. Like, so I just don't like that some content creators were shaming this girl for even in the first place wanting to take the photo, being like, bitch, you is lame. You shouldn't have been taking that pic in the first place. And it's like,
I get what you mean. Like, bro, you of all people as
You
a
of all people
content
should
creator should
know,
understand the
right.
gravity of, okay,
Right.
if I'm trying to do this,
do be
or
something, or I want to be somebody.
or I
gotta
am
put myself
actively
out
being
there.
somebody,
Right.
I have to
Because
continue
the
to
real
put myself
lame
out there.
people, the real lames
Are the
are
people
them
that
two
are
bitches,
scared,
right?
or
Talking
the
about,
people
ooh,
that are-
you're lame. You're taking a picture of yourself, bitch.
You didn't even come with the
like,
angle of I don't want to be recorded, which is pretty
right,
much the
right.
normal
That's usually what people do.
rebuttal to this type of situation.
Right.
And it's totally understandable.
Mhm.
At that point, it's like, all right, bro, because I'll be in your picture, but it's like, bro, you've been recording all night, bro. But
Nah, for
once
real.
again, I guess the motif for the night is, bro, we might just have to start wearing shiesties. Because one thing about when the mask was prevalent, bro, that's the one thing people were always complaining. But I'm like, bro, I like being incognito
Me
mode.
too. Me too. I like that shit too.
Just be,
Even Cardi B saw this video, and she said she would have put that ring to use. I was looking
And
at
now
that
Cardi,
big ass
chill.
ring.
That's
I
what I
was
was
like,
saying. Like a
damn,
World
what the
Series
hell?
replica, or maybe it's real. I'm like, who is that? Maybe they're
Big
they gotta
behind
be. Maybe they're
ring.
very plugged in.
So we got
Who knows?
the girl side of the story. It's pretty long,
Maybe
so
they
I'm
should
not
be the
about to
great
do too much. Shout out to this dude for uploading it onto YouTube, but
This is Alondra, and we're here to tell you our side of the story. Sorry it took us a little bit of time to get back to y'all. We are college students with jobs and a life, and we just didn't have time for the media and honestly the false accusations that have been coming our ways.
Hey guys,
False accusations.
What are the false accusations?
And then
girl?
what did you having a job and all that have anything to do with it? Because clearly it messed with your life to the point where you were like, oh, let me make a response video to this.
No, seriously.
If you were that busy, you would have just kept it moving. Because I see real live Karens and Kens all day just keeping it moving. Working at the construction plant or driving their Escalade into liquor stores or whatever they do.
Nah, bruh. What happened?
What?
Watch my confidence disappear after these random girls make fun of me
See,
for
bro,
taking pics.
She really pressed about that, bro. Her video played again.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
She turned the comments off.
Dang, that's how you know.
Yeah, it got out of hand.
This is gonna be interesting then, because I really don't see how
Before we
anything
start
past
this
the bird
video,
was
I did
cool,
just want-
but let's see.
Yeah, no, shout out to old girl, but I just need the raw video for him.
this section bought, right? But only about a few lines with it, okay? Where she was sitting, USC students were not there. We did not buy those tickets. None of the students could buy those
That
tickets.
is so irrelevant.
She went ahead and sat on the other section where she belonged to.
As far as the flicking off goes, because I know a lot of people have been really bothered at that, saying that that was the whole bullying situation. The flicking off was not aimed towards her. I just want to specify. The flicking off was aimed towards the camera.
What?
It was her camera.
You knew they were recording her, bro. You saw all them empty behind. Look at all these empty ass seats. Girl, look at you, girl. Like,
again, though,
what?
in her defense, I thought this was funny though, because that's what people did in my generation. Like, this be like, oh, I'm in your
She
picture.
just crossed the line
I be
when
doing
she
that
started
all the
calling
time.
her a lame and recording
That's what
her
I'm
back.
thinking.
And
So
that was
that's
my
what I
thing.
want to hear the rebuttal to.
Yeah,
'cause
that was my
if
thing.
I'm in your picture, I swear for God,
You might see me doing something goofy.
I'm probably gonna be
right.
doing this.
You might see me
I
doing
swear.
something goofy. But what I wouldn't do is record you and call you a
No,
lame.
I wouldn't do
That's where
that.
I was like, okay, you crossed the line.
Bro, I literally took pictures for some random family at the beach,
Girl,
just, like, because
yeah,
I
we
was
did
in
that
their
today,
picture in the
like-
background. Like, literally.
Because her husband had been recording for over maybe 5 to 10 minutes, which continued to make us uncomfortable. So yes, I do acknowledge that that might behavior was inappropriate, but keep in mind, any woman, any young lady at a public area would feel harassed, especially because this older man was recording us.
Bruh, I'm mad her sister is laughing. Twins are so funny. Look at her sister's face.
And any young lady at a public area would feel harassed, especially because this older man was recording us. And it wasn't just 1, 2, 3, it was 5, 10, 15 minutes.
I also want to explain my part. It's clear that the whole time that she was doing her own reactions towards the camera, I did not know what was going on with that. The second I found out about this video being uploaded, that's when I saw what she was doing. So I had no part in that, okay? And then the second as to what she was putting in
I
my
don't
ear,
even
which
know
was,
her like that.
look, we're going to be in her video. I went ahead and did my funny face, which is called photo bombing, which is not bullying, and it's not something illegal
called
either
her a
for me to get this
lame.
reaction.
No, you-
Where we're both getting death threats, people telling us to
So she's
kill
not even going to bring
ourselves.
that up?
Stuff like horrible things.
So
She
they're
keep
saying-
bringing up the photo bombing, which we know
Yeah,
that's
bring
normal.
up the lame part. But she's saying that she got doxxed and is getting death threats and stuff.
That's not
Now,
good.
I will admit, TikTok does go way too far, and they do dox. And I don't
Really?
think that this was dox worthy at all.
I don't think so either.
Like,
This was very, very mild.
yeah, this was very mild. If anything, they were just being freaking jerks. And they're still being jerks. But they don't deserve, like, they weren't being racist. They weren't being bigoted. They weren't being misogynist. Like, they weren't doing anything to really mess up anyone's life.
Nah, they were just being nasty
They
individuals.
were just being jerks.
They were just being assholes.
Okay.
For real.
Leaking our personal information, our home address,
That's
I don't feel like our
crazy.
safety should
Leaking
be
your
put at
personal
risk
information
for
and
something that was
address is
misinterpreted and
crazy.
put out of context. Because
No, it
do keep
wasn't.
in mind the game was on the 19th, and it took her 3 days to put it out there for the media to be able to see it. So I'm not justifying her behavior, I'm not justifying ours, but what is happening to us coming from millions of people is honestly very scary, and we would like to get some help from anybody as far as knowing what actions to take as far as this goes.
Also, I do want to say that I know that there's going to be people out there that are not going to believe this, but
Oh Lord, here we go.
we were not bullying her. There was
Okay, I've read a lot of literature
Girl,
that says that
we were not bullying her.
in the future, this was going to be a symptom due to social media. It's overwhelming the amount of cool you got to keep, because if you lose your cool, you get death threats. Like you can have more popularity than a king back in the day because you flipped the bird. You were the biggest bird at a baseball game,
Not the biggest
and you
bird.
called somebody a lame and pulled your phone out and started recording them, which they never addressed as of this far in the video. But also, I've read literature that states like, bro, at this point, you gotta just like own up to
Yes,
it. You can't keep
apologize.
deflecting,
Like, damn.
especially when you're caught
Apologize,
with this
bro.
iPhone 13. No, excuse me, 14. You know she had the 14.
You know what the symptom that I've seen of TikTok where
What's
people
that?
record strangers
What's up?
is they get on here freaking crying and they beg like, bro, leave me alone, please. Like, I want a normal life. I didn't ask for this. Like, bruh, I'm sorry. Like, I'll do anything. These bitches came out here. A matter of fact, actually, for starters,
They're fanning the flame.
what you need to know is,
Aggressive.
and it's like, hey, yo, have you said sorry yet? It's been 4 minutes and this shit is 12. Like,
I was about to say they're
what the
talking like the
hell?
world's not don't have them by the balls right
what
now.
the hell?
They talking like we the ones in the
They're
difference.
talking about, I can tell the one on the left got hands.
I know she does have
It's
a
the
very
ponytail.
stern, and yeah, she thinks everything's
It's the
funny too.
ponytail, right?
nothing said that we can mess up with her self-esteem. Yes,
Called
we
her
had a laugh.
lame.
So what about photobombing? I bet somebody
Called her
does.
lame.
Everyone does it probably on a daily. Okay, we never called her ugly. We never called her any. We didn't know what she looked like. We didn't even know she went to our school until we saw the video and we saw her
Damn, she
profile.
went to
We
your
were like,
school.
oh,
Nah,
she does
she
go to our
definitely
school.
That's the perfect
She's actually,
storm.
in fact, the
'Cause
marketing
That's
girl
the
of our
perfect
school.
storm.
She has a job at her school where
Now y'all definitely look like
she
bullies.
used
You're in the
her
same
editing
school.
skills and marketing skills to her advantage and used it in a very, I would so call
Are y'all gonna
disgusting
sue her
way.
or what?
Because
Like the way y'all, are y'all gonna sue her? Are y'all
They
gonna sue her?
can't.
Because if you're not gonna sue her, you need to shut up. Talking about you, because you're trying to persuade an audience. Public opinion is already not on your side. So are you gonna sue her or what? Do you want to hear any more?
Not really.
I'm
dude.
about to
I
say,
don't think
this
they're
shit's
gonna
so
address
redundant.
what's actually important, because if they would have done it, they would have probably did it by now.
I
This has
tried to
gone
hear
on
him
long
out.
enough.
I tried to hear him out, but that shit was redundant.
Well,
like,
A couple of things to take away here. You own up to it if you're caught in 8K.
yeah, and also photobombing does not equal taking your phone out and recording a video of you calling a girl a lame and sending it to your group chat and or Snapchat, because you already know that's what that was, right?
Essentially.
Like, let's keep it a buck. We're all
and
living in the same.
If you're in
2023.
college,
Hold on, you said what?
if you're in college and you're like, especially on a path to higher learning, you should be fully aware of your social media imprint and the fact that if somebody is on this influencer bullshit, wouldn't it be common sense to
you
note that
know?
this person probably is either trying to build a platform and could do so off of a situation like what you're instigating, or
Right.
may already have something that they're maintaining that they could just, oh damn, free
This is
content.
a big break.
Anyways, what would you have done? Because
Yeah, how do you guys feel? Do you think who do you think was in the wrong in this situation?
$20
Because the
beer.
internet's pretty split. Internet's pretty split,
$20 beers, man.
right?